Welcome back to another first impressions, this time for the Donghua, the All-devouring whale. We have the little synopsis from my anime list. Tianxia, a gifted spirit pet master, was ambushed in the A-level sect promotion competition and devoured by his own spirit pet whale Kun. When he woke up, he found himself reincarnated into a young man named Liu Fengmeng, who is imprisoned in the White Mansion. His sect, the Tianxia Pavilion, was also in dire straits. In order to find out the truth about the backlash of the Spirit Kun and revive his sect, Tianxia takes his existing spirit pets and embarks on a new adventure with Guilai, Zhang, and Yue Tong. Sorry for my pronunciation there. So, this supposedly has 12 episodes. And if you did not catch it, it is Chinese. So it's the Donghua. And like the synopsis says, we have our main guy, which is this guy. He is part of this pavilion, Tianxia Pavilion. He was part of another pavilion earlier on, but something happened. That one got destroyed or fell from grace. And he started his own one. So he started his own one, he more or less promoted his pavilion through the ranks, and this is his big chance to make it an A rank, which I guess is pretty high up, maybe even the top. And while the promotion is going on, the competition, something happens and his pet, which is a whale, is devouring him. A couple seconds later, he gets reincarnated as this guy, which is Liu Fengmeng. He has a questionable past, which the manhwa is going into a little bit more. But he more or less is in a dire strait. He breaks himself free, and then he tries to get back to his pavilion as now Liu Fengmeng. And this is mostly the story. It is how to describe. So Pokemon, maybe. So everyone has like spirit pets, so you can catch them outside, and then you have a spirit pet, and you can summon the spirit pet. His one was a whale, and then the whale can do specific attacks, and they fight more or less someone else with a spirit pet. You can, however, attack also the master of the spirit pet. So you do have to know some martial arts to evade attacks and work at the same time with your spirit pet. You can control them somehow or some way. So it is like a more mature Pokemon battle, just to, better visualize it. Because it seems like your pets can just die. If they get injured enough, they can just die, and you have to get a new one, which is okay. It's pretty brutal, and you get one. We later on see it seems like you can raise them in ranks, make them stronger. This is what he did, we find out. So the whale was originally a catfish. And the catfish, then he has to eat a lot, and then he can become a whale. Which means that after his death, the association, whatever part is overseeing all these pavilions, decided, hey, catfish are dangerous, and they started to kill every catfish. So this is like a part of the story, which also means our main guy is like, someone has tried to plot against me. There's no reason my pet would have, turned against me. There's some underlying stuff going on. But at the moment, what you see is that, hey, we have those pet battles, He tries to get back to his pavilion to then raise the pavilion up again because it fell from grace again in 1 year, which is crazy. In 1 year, they went from B rank to like nothing. They lost everything, which is okay, pretty crazy. Which only shows that his whole pavilion was only really existing because of him. Everyone else didn't really do anything for the pavilion. But that is more or less where we are after 3 episodes. We are like trying to get our pavilion back up, try to reach A rank, probably find out what really happened. Outside of that, outside of story, animation is, I would say, hit or miss. The fights between the pets, awesome, really well done, really well done. They do save some animation on other parts, which is fine. Some of the, as examples, the story, I do not remember what exactly they showed in that story, but they used a lot of lower frame stills, which works totally fine for like a story bit. As long as the fights, the action that needs to look somewhat decent, looks decent, which it does here. It does pretty well on that end. It is very interesting. Not only you have like Pokemon type of things, however, I'm not really big on Pokemon. I do know a couple Pokemons, even the newer one, and I feel like they are meh. The monsters they present here, the pets, pretty interesting. I like them. We see a specific pet in like episode 3 that is really cool in my opinion. I like the idea. I like the fight around that pet is really awesome. They do a really good job on the creativity around the pets, how they fight, what their abilities are. We have the catfish that can become a whale, which is the all-devouring whale, which is pretty interesting, pretty cool, well done. Outside, not much to say. It is animation is really good in fights. Doesn't mean outside is bad. It's not bad animation. It's just you see the difference between, hey, the fight looks awesome, and then you see other parts which naturally they don't need to look as good, but they look good enough. Not much to say. It is interesting. Monster design, again, awesome. The fights around these pets, really cool. It is like a more mature Pokemon. Can see a lot of Pokemon-esque systems. There's like, you can heal your Pokemon, you go to someone, and they then take your pets and heal them. Outside, so I did read a couple novels around, they have a specific name also for Chinese novels specifically. Wuxia, I believe, for like specific martial arts things. And one thing I always come back to is that Chinese does a specific way to translate their power system. They have like ranks. They have like more or less ranks in specific ranks. So it's like, hey, here as well you have like a soldier rank, and you can have like 1 to 6 or 8 ranks inside that soldier rank, and then you can be promoted to like general or whatever, and then you again have like 1 to X ranks in that general area, and then you can be promoted to the next one. So Chinese stories like these systems a lot. At least I saw a lot of these. Just a different power system. Still interesting, especially because everyone does it a little bit different. It's not like a level in games where it's like, oh, level is level. They do it a little bit different every now and then. Just a side note, don't know where I'm going with that. People gave it a 7.86, not a lot of viewer. Most likely because it is an owner, so it is a net series. AnyList gave it a average score of 65, but a mean score of 79. Don't know which one is more important. I would say it is a pretty solid 8 out of 10 at the moment. I would, if you are okay with Chinese stuff and you like, you know, like pets fighting, like, you know, Chinese Pokemon essentially, definitely give this one a chance. I would definitely say it is doing everything pretty good, pretty well. It is, I would even say a bit of a higher 8, because animation is really good. You have enough story beats to get you hooked. The monster are just stand out. I just love the monster designs and the ideas behind them, and I hope we get to see a lot more of those, because they are really interesting.